Hey guys, today we will be taking another trip to the BNSF Emporia sub. However, this time, something's off. In this video, we will be looking at what a few hours on the transcon looked like back just a few years ago in 2021, showing how things used to be preceding the current GEVO hellscape. After catching the thoroughbred in the last clip, we see an S intermodal with some pretty standard power. Next up, we see an eastbound grain train with 2 GEVOs for power. I promise you it gets more interesting than this later on. This train had a couple hoppers worth showing off. The next train to pass would be a westbound Z with a GEVO and a Dash 9 for power. The next train we would see before moving spots is an eastbound S intermodal with a fresh NSC6M second and an ACE third. This train also had 2 DPUs. After this train passed, I would take a short break from railfanning, then return about an hour later at a different spot. The first train I would see after returning was a Z train with an AC44 liter, a Dash 9 second, 2 GEVOs, and an NSC6M fifth. The next train I would see after this would be another eastbound with a Dash 9 leading, an ES44 second, a 2-4 GEVO third, and a Ferromex Ace fourth. The next train that would come by would be a westbound Red Rock Coal with 2 GEVOs, an ACE, and a crispy AC44 for power. After the coal train passed, an eastbound intermodal began to leave the yard before stopping in front of me. One more westbound would pass, and I would call it a day and head home. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this look back in history to see how things were back before the takeover of the Gevo on the transcon.